Good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of Claim Your Justice Facebook Live. My name is Attorney Keith Shindler, and thank you for taking the time to view this. I got to adjust my camera a little bit here. There I am. The purpose of these live sessions is to give you, our viewers, and the rest of the Facebook community valuable and useful information on personal injury cases and try and answer your personal injury questions. We welcome positive comments and any questions you may have. To claim your justice, visit us at www.claimyourjustice.com or call us at 188-88-KEITH. That's 188-885-3484. Today the weather in Chicago is ugly. It's cold. Soon, though, it's going to be spring. And you know what happens on that first good weekend weather of spring? Motorcycles come out of the garages. Motorcycles come out of wherever they were stored and get on the road. Some days you could even see dozens of motorcycles on the road. When you or a family member are injured in a motorcycle accident, the injuries can be traumatic. It makes sense. Car versus motorcycle, truck versus motorcycle, motorcycle never wins. Injuries can include burns and road rash type of injuries. However, sadly, motorcycle accidents often result in much more serious injuries, from broken bones to loss of limbs and even death. First, as a shout out to the motorcycle driving community, I believe in the saying, loud pipes save lives. I learned it from a friend of mine who owns a motorcycle many years ago. I didn't understand what it meant when he first told me, but it makes a lot of sense. Loud pipes save lives. Why? Because it lets other drivers like me, who don't drive a motorcycle, used to but not anymore, let you know you're out there. But the reality is drivers of cars and trucks sometimes just don't care about the motorcycles on the road. They're bigger than you, and sometimes they act like they own the road. A driver can tailgate you or abruptly change lanes without checking their blind spots. Never a good thing. Now, of course, there are some motorcycle drivers who will split the lanes when driving. It's not anything I recommend, not anything I like as a driver, but as a lawyer, if a motorcyclist is injured while cutting the lanes like that, and I hope you all know what I mean, it's never going to be a good outcome when you try and make a personal injury claim, because that's not the design of the roads. That's not the intention of how the highways and the roads are prepared and designed. Keep in your lane. The general rule, as we have discussed in the past, is that I want to secure evidence as quickly as possible. I want to get as much evidence as I can, and I want to get that evidence and gather that evidence and retain that evidence and save that evidence as soon to the accident as possible. The same rule applies to motorcycle cases. We had a case where a motorcycle driver crashed his motorcycle into a concrete median because he couldn't properly navigate and handle the curve. Splat, right into the concrete median. He was seriously injured, and sadly his passenger was even more seriously injured. The problem is we want to be able to secure the motorcycle. It's not an easy process. It's a very technical process. It could be an expensive process. But the fact is there's benefits to me acting as an injured party's attorney to secure that information, that motorcycle, that physical as possible. What are the reasons? The first reason is the damage will be able to let me show, not just by pictures. If I need to, I could show an insurance adjuster just how serious the accident was. That's obvious. The second reason, though, is that piece of evidence, that motorcycle, I could actually bring into a courtroom if there's a jury trial, and I could show it to the jury, have it in the courtroom for the jury to observe, and that has a lot of impact. The impact cannot be understated that will have on a jury and will help me achieve my goal of maximizing the recovery for my injured client. And the third reason is many motorcycles are in storage all winter long. And before they come out, they may get maintenance, they may get some repairs. Well, if I am able to preserve the motorcycle soon after an accident, then I can have that motorcycle examined by an expert, a mechanic, to see if the repairs or the maintenance that was recently conducted was conducted properly. And that way, if I'm able to determine that the repairs were not conducted or completed properly, or the maintenance wasn't completed properly, you know what? I've got another target that I can pursue to claim additional monies for my client, and of course, what do we say? To help my client claim their justice. Please drive safe this summer. Remember, if you're injured in any type of auto accident or work injury, trip and fall, medical malpractice, wrongful death, let us help you claim your justice. Call 188-88-KEITH or visit us at claimyourjustice.com. Thank you and have a successful rest of your week.